Good morning, everybody. It's another sunny day here at beautiful downtown Mannering Park. Anyway, I decided not to go out today, so I've left the boat there on the lawn, and actually, I'm getting this boat shed repainted today. Anyway, it's going to be, well, it was going to be a lovely day, but the only runner I had ran second. Very disappointing. So I didn't get a same race multi on that one either. Doesn't help me much. Anyway, we've got a big weekend coming up, and we're going to have a look at the Flemington and Randwick programs. Expecting good tracks at each venue. As a matter of fact, it's very warm. It's like we've had summer rather late. But never mind there. Oh, just by the way, I'm just in that room up there. So yes, I'm a little bit of shade here. It's about 35 degrees today. Anyway, let's have a look at the program. And this is the GTX Windform program. And I've got Jacano up at the moment. That's in the Australian Guineas. It's currently only about $2.50 or maybe even less. And as you can see, they're all bunched up here. So quite a lot of chances in this particular race. As a matter of fact, the only ones I've got a penalty on here are relating to Auckland Road, which is second up. Same with Amarasa. Manable is also second up. The Fortune Teller second up. Second up, I suppose they've got to be second up sometime. But I think we've got to stick with the horses that have got some really good form. Obviously, Jacano is the best. Did get the race after protest. And if you have a look at here, look at all these stewards report from its last few starts. As a matter of fact, all of its starts. This here is the only start on the 27th of August when the stewards didn't take notice of what was happening. So hampered, started awkwardly, hampered, slowly away, blundered, slowly away, awkwardly, blocked for a run, slowly away. So you're going to need a bit of luck anyway from barrier 11, that's midfield. It's still probably the best horse in the race, and last night at Sandown, that was probably its best performance. Okay, moving down a bit, we'll just have a look at some of the other runners. We've got Elliptical who ran one first up. That was an absolutely great one. And that was at Flemington on the 18th of February. And it's only had the 7 starts for 2 wins. That one was over 1400. I've got absolutely no doubt that this horse will run the distance. You can look back here at Randwick, over 2000, was only beaten a nostril there, over 2000 metres, and it was a wet track as well. So certainly can run the 1600 metres of today's event. Okay, a real good chance. That one's looking at a second opportunity too. Now Sandown last start, Mr. Maestro ran second. That was its second up run. Still only beaten 2.8 lengths, but its best run was back here at Flemington. Over the 1800, ran a 63.8 rating. So the point is that these have all got to be included. We've taken into account the barrier 15, which is a disadvantage, of course, but we've taken that into account in the figures, so that's why it's still got a chance. Interesting figure here. It's a bit weird, actually. You'll see that it's got a 31% win strike, 46% place, which you would expect with a 30% win strike. It probably should be about a 60%, 70% place. Maximilius has only had the one win. Did all right last night over the 1400, rated a 63. Mark Zara was on board. We've got Brown on top this time, but certainly Brownie's a very, very good rider. So attrition, 2 starts from 3, only beaten just over a neck behind Elliptical. Cars on board. Look, we could go all day, but the reality is, in the order, look, any one of those 5 horses, you could be justified in picking them for the win. So we're looking at Jacano, Lindemann, Elliptical, Mr. Maestro, and Maximilius. They all rate as top chances in this race, and then we've still got Holly Manson, Attrition, and even Bank Mower. So a very, very tough race. Nevertheless, I just think that Jacano is probably the one that, if he can do everything right in a race for a change, he will actually still likely to be the one that's going to win this race. So I'm just going to flick for a moment over to the GTX system selector, and you press the button and wacko, all these races come up. So in Randwick, I've got race 3, number 1, Learning to Fly. So let's just flick back at that. And Randwick race 3. learning to fly. It's a very small field. It looks like it's going to be odds on. No reason why it wouldn't be a winner. And then we've got Flemington Race 3, if I'm correct, and that's on the lead. It's one of the same things. Mind you, it's only about a 25% strike rate for these horses. And so Flemington Race 3 we've got on the load. It's going to be each way odds by the looks of it. Friedman horse, Shin's riding well. And last start it was second, just under 2 lengths over the 1,000 metres. It's another 1,000. One there again. Randwick ran a 68.9 on the 17th of December. So really it's right in the mix there. I see no reason not to back it. If you can think of one, let me know. Okay, it's only had a 16% strike rate. That's a disadvantage, but 52% places. So what I'm thinking is it's an each way chance. And if I go back to the selector here, my next one is race 5, Dashing Legend. These are also reasonably good bets, probably with about a 25% win strike rate and 50% play strike rate. So Randwick 5, here we go. Randwick 5, number 12. Whoop. Randwick 5, number 12, Sesame. Okay, so we've got Dashing Legend. It's actually the second rated horse at around $9 at this stage. And it's last start winner. So that's something that's really gives us a really good chance. It was at Canterbury. It won at Hawkesbury. That was in good time. It's always been round about this filly and would be hard to beat, and certainly a good price. In Randwick Race 7, Imperius, Randwick Race 7. It's also second rated and it's going to be favourite. Now we've got Electric Girl on top, which also would be a great chance, I would say. 6-year-old now, one first up, and that's always a good guide. So in that particular race, I think I would be inclined to back both Electric Girl and Imperatrice. And of course, as we saw before, Flemington Race 7, Jack and O, and Randwick Race 8, number 3, is Aft Cabin. Okay, Aft Cabin was beaten as a very short-priced favourite last start. Before that was an excellent run first up, 66.9, the best run of its life over the 1200, and we were all impressed at that. Hampered at the start. In this, look, mentioned at virtually every start. Pre-race incident, pass fit at the barrier. Wide throughout and won by 6 lengths. Blocked for a run and missed by a length and a half. No problems at all, won by 3.5 lengths. Hampered at the start and won by nearly 2 lengths. Hampered near the 100, which is harder to overcome, and eased near the 100. Probably should have gone closer to winning on that occasion. So I think Aft Cabin, it looks to me like it's going to be better suited over the 1,600 metres. And I think we've got to give it another chance, but I certainly would include Lindemann. And if I'm looking at race Flemington Race 7, 8, 7, you can see Lindemann is also entered at Flemington in the Guineas. Obviously, whichever place it starts is the place you need to be on it. But when it's a really long price here, if we have a look at Randwick, where were we? At Randwick, it was a fairly long price too. So there you go. And we've got Holly Mance, which I think also was entered in the Guineas. That one would be better off staying at home at Randwick. Anyway, that's something we're going to be able to look at tomorrow. And I do wish you all the best of luck. And don't forget, you can get in touch with us anytime. 0402 839 192. Well, not any time. During the daytime, Monday to Friday. Don't bother ringing on Saturday or Sunday. And all the best for the weekend. And don't forget, if you want to get the best price, let's get over here. And you can get best of the best all the way through. And that's on VicBet, Rod Cleary's VicBet. And here it comes. And if you go in there, you're going to get best of the best, not only on every race. So here in the Australian Guineas, by the way, you're going to get money back second or third. No problems at all. Well, Jack and O isn't going to run second and third, I wouldn't think. I would think it would win. And where was that one that was possibly coming down from Sydney? Holly Mance is a $16 chance. It's likely not to start there. I prefer to see it up the other end of town. and where were we going? Elliptical is backed into $5 now. And anyway, we shall see what we shall see, and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching in. I'll flick us off now. Here we go.